And good evening. Welcome back to Stonecrest Park for the 2A softball regional final or semifinal night here from Stonecrest Park. Coach May, Caden Allen, Kevin Jones, Darryl McCoy, Tommy Coppage here with you on the D&D Sports Network, bringing you all the action. Our first game tonight will be Lawrence County taking on Pike Central. The nightcap will be Johnson Central taking on Perry Central, who won against Floyd Central last night to advance. We want to thank Derek Bowling at Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kemper Furniture, Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance, East Main Street Pharmacy, Made to Crave, with locations in Pikeville, Paintsville, and Prestonsburg. All three locations now serving breakfast. Go hit Made to Crave up for some breakfast food. Bruce Waters Ford, Citizens Banks of Kentucky, Dr. Alan Baldwin at Maynard Chiropractic, Willie Crace for State Representative in the 95th District. Vote Willie Crace, proud supporter of all Floyd County athletes. I want to give a big shout out to Prestonsburg's Mayor Rick Hughes for having us up here this week and for the marvelous job he does with all these facilities up here at Stonecrest Park. Just a beautiful place to watch a game, and I'm sure a very fun place to play a game up here on top of the mountain. I want to thank Crum Funeral Home, United Motorsports, Howard Family Pharmacy, and Tommy's Auto Sales, as well as Double Quick. Get it on the double at Double Quick. Once again, you got Lawrence County coming into tonight, 7-2. Pike Central coming in with a 3-8 record. Then we'll have Johnson Central, Perry Central. Should be a good night of softball, Caden Allen.
Yes, it should. I'm excited to see what happens.
We got a couple of players to watch for you here tonight. We'll start out with Pike Central. Take a look at them. Look at Daisy Scott, the sophomore coming in. She's hitting .407 average. Has 11 hits on the season, 4 RBIs, a triple, and scored 6 runs. On the mound for Pike Central tonight will be Ashlyn Stepp. Stepp also a pretty good hitter, hitting .393. Kylie Compton hitting up around .313. She has 4 home runs on the season, got a big bat. Briley Williamson, the hind catcher, hitting .259. She also has a home run. So Pike Central's got some offensive capabilities. Whether they'll show tonight, you never know. Lawrence County coming in here with a really, really good pitcher.
Yeah, so let's take a little bit of a look at Lawrence County here. As he had mentioned, they're 7-2. And on the mound tonight for Lawrence County is Taylor Blevins. She comes into this game with a 5-0 record, 22 innings pitched, 35 Ks and only 2 walks. So a 35-2 strikeout to walk ratio.
Pretty good.
A 1.27 ERA and only 15 hits allowed. And then when we look at the offensive side of things, she is also batting .600 with 9 hits, 7 RBIs, 2 doubles, and a home run. Then we look at Kitts. She's also batting .563, 9 hits, 4 RBIs, 2 doubles, and another home run. Looking at Lawrence County, I mean, they're obviously a really great hitting team. They got 5 hitters batting over .400.
Yeah, and then you, like you said, well, Blevins on the mound, 35 strikeouts to only 2 walks. That's pretty impressive.
That is impressive, and I think we're going to see a pretty aggressive game on the base pass. I know that was a big factor in yesterday's game, and looking at the stats, Lawrence County has not got thrown out on a stolen base. They're 14 of 14, and Pike Central was 22 of 24.
Yeah, well, I got to do a Pike Central game the other night. They're an athletic group, and they got to manufacture runs. They don't hit the ball as well as some of the other teams. But they done a good job the other night trying to find a way to manufacture runs, which in softball, we talked about it last night, everything is so compact and the base paths are so close together, the pitching mound's so close. I mean, it's I don't know, it's a fast-moving game.
It is, and I haven't watched many softball games, so I can't really speak for a lot of them. But from what I've gathered from last night, if you have a team who can lay a bunt down, they're going to be extremely hard to beat. Because
and if you catch one at the edge of the grass, your shortstop, third baseman over on this list, it's a hard throw to first, isn't it?
It is. And, I mean, all these girls that we've watched have been so quick, top to bottom. All of them have been quick. So you see a ground ball in the infield, I mean, it's a bang-bang play every single time.
Yeah, and then, like you said, the winners will play here, I think, Friday night for the championship. Is it Friday night,
I believe
think?
it's Friday night, yes.
So you'll have Johnson Central, Perry Central up next. Then the winner of this one, the winner of that one will play to go to Owensboro for the 2A state championship. And I look for the Perry Central Johnson Central game. We watched Perry Central last night, and they put a lot of balls in play, whether they get out or what, but they put a lot of balls in play. They make good contact.
They did. They had a really good bat, like you just mentioned, but they also had a really good girl on the mound.
They did.
She was tough. I mean, she was giving Floyd Central fits all night until the last inning. We saw Floyd Central finally got hot.
Scored, 5 runs with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th? So.
Yeah, 5 runs.
Now, guys, we're a couple of minutes away from a national anthem. We're going to jump out real quick. Once again, Coach May, Caden Allen on the call, Kevin Jones producing, Tommy Coppage, Darryl McCoy out there somewhere on the camera trying to catch all this action going on.
That's all right.
We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network. And there it was, the national anthem, as we're about ready for the first pitch here. Coach May, Kevin Jones, Kate Allen, Darryl McCoy, Tommy Coppage bringing y'all the action. Got our guy Tommy down there on first base.
The winner of this game and to
get a good look at the Lawrence County team there.
The finals on Thursday.
It's calm before the storm, Caden, here as
make sure you enjoy yourself at the game.
We're about ready here for the first pitch. And remember, if you're out here watching in the stands, you go shag a foul ball, bring it back to the concession stand, you get a treat. We don't know what it is, but
they had us climbing out on the nets last night.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to get those two balls back.
This time we'll meet the starting lineup for tonight's game between Johnson Central.
I'm trying to figure out a way to get those balls back down here to get me and you both a treat. There's two balls, two treats.
We'll be treated up.
Leading off, number 5, Braden Shepard.
All right, let's take a look at the batting lineups here. I don't know who's batting first yet, but for Lawrence County, their order goes first will be Brindley Basin, second baseman, then Jada Patton, center field. In the third slot will be Emily Kitts, right fielder. Batting cleanup will be Taylor Blevins, pitcher. Batting fifth will be the designated player, Gracie Woods, same as the designated hitter in baseball.
Yep.
We figured that out last night, right?
We're learning.
The sixth spot will be Adeline Woods, shortstop. Seventh will be number 15, Lexi Kern, third baseman. Batting eighth, playing first base, will be number 34, Aaliyah Gillespie. And batting ninth will be left fielder, Ella Smith. And Millie Salmons will be playing catcher. She will not bat tonight. For Pike Central, they'll be led off by center fielder Kylie Compton, then the pitcher Ashlyn Stepp. Batting third will be catcher Bailey Williamson. Batting fourth will be right fielder number 7 Emma Prater. Batting fifth will be number 10 Kennedy Hamilton, shortstop. Batting sixth will be Kinley Crum, second baseman, wearing number 4. Batting seventh will be number 2, Daisy Scott, first baseman. Batting eighth will be third baseman, number 8, Natalie Williamson. And then batting in the 9 hole will be Gracie Ratliff, left fielder. And I'm assuming, I don't know what we're really waiting on right now here, Caden Allen, but we're about ready for the first pitch. Real quick, I want to thank Derek Bowling at Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kemper Furniture, Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance East, Main Street Pharmacy, Made to Crave, locations in Pikeville, Paintsville, Prestonsburg. And just a reminder, all 3 locations now have breakfast. Bruce Walters Ford, Citizens Banks of Kentucky, Dr. Alan Baldwin at Maynard Chiropractic, Willie Creek for State Representative of 95th District. Want to give a huge shout out to Mayor Rick Hughes of Prestonsburg for the job he does here at Stonecrest Park. Crime Funeral Home, United Motorsports, locations in Logan and Danville, West Virginia, and then Belford, Kentucky, Pikeville, Kentucky. Howard Family Pharmacy, Tommy's Auto Sales, and Double Quick.
For Lawrence County, the home team on the scoreboard, coached by Sam Sparks. Leading off, Brinley Braden.
Head coach for Lawrence County, Sam
Number
Sparks.
41, Jada Patton. Number 33 is Emmeline Kitts.
Taking a little look
Number
here at
3
the
is
starting
Taylor
lineups for
Blevins.
both teams for tonight's
Number
matchup.
11, Gracie Woods.
Yeah, Tommy Cobb
eight
just
is
got him
Adeline
in
Woods.
screen there.
Number 15 is
You see the
Lexi
Lawrence
Crum.
County Lady Bulldogs being
Number 34
introduced.
is Aaliyah Gillespie. Number 5 is Ella Smith. And number 21 is Millie Sammons.
I believe we're in for a good night of volleyball, or softball. Volleyball.
Yeah.
My head's still messed up.
Do you know where the honey pot is in softball?
Where's that?
Right in the middle. I figured out what a honey pot was and something else. A librero. I mean, learned all kinds of volleyball terms this year, Caden.
Listen, from D&D, we'll get to learning, right?
Libero.
Yeah.
It ain't a lumbrero. I called it. I like when they do the sneaky shot on that volleyball. They go act like they're going to set it up and just kind of tap it over.
Tap it
I
over.
mean, that's almost like one of them slap bunts in
It really is.
softball, or when they fake bunt and pull back and swing.
Yep.
We got a meeting at home plate here. Umpires, the coaches.
On the mound is Braxton Davis. Looks in and gets the sign.
Looks like we're getting started over on the other field, Lawrence County and Johnson Central.
The inside part of the plate.
Should be a good one over there, too.
Absolutely.
Baseball.
Braxton Perry, who's having a tremendous season, and Deion Dexter.
And we talked about it tonight, last night. Johnson Central, Lawrence County, baseball, softball, they're good in everything year in, year out.
They are. It's always a good matchup when the two go against each other.
Plate, and the count will go at 2.
The only sport they don't really play in, I think, is football.
Yeah, I think JC is a 4A.
4A, yeah.
I think Lawrence County might be are they a 3 or a 2 in football?
3.
3.
You know what?
That one's going to be hit down past the diving first baseman, Brady Cottle.
Well, got a hit on the baseball field. Johnson Central, it looked like Braden Shepard getting on base.
Johnson Central with their first base runner of the game.
Guys, we're going to jump out real quick. We'll be right back with your first at bat, first pitch here on the D&D Sports Network. And welcome back here. As we finally, Lawrence County is going to take the field. Pike Central will be up to bat first. It'll be Kylie Compton, Ashlyn Stepp, Bailey Williamson.
12 runs, 37 at bats.
Up here for the
8 RBIs.
Lady Hawks of Pike Central.
Out in front of that one as nice pitch there by Braxton Davis.
Kylie Compton is the one who comes into this game with 4 home runs, correct?
Yes.
12 hits, 8 RBIs, a double.
I think she might be one of those girls that either strikes out or hits it a mile.
Coming into this game, like we mentioned earlier, I mean, Pike Central, they have a pretty good batting average. They're batting .309 as a team.
That's really good, actually. I mean, that means you're getting production from top to bottom, right?
Yep. I mean, they have 44 RBIs on the season as well. So, I mean, it seems like they have a really good situational hitting team, I guess you could say.
And we got to do a Pike Central game earlier, and Stepp pitched a really good game. Just a couple errors got her, and then one big hit. A girl from Breathitt County hit her first ever home run. Big shot up there, Pike Central.
That one's going to be hit right back to the pitcher Davis off his glove.
looking at her stat line, she has pretty good stats.
Yeah.
Only 45 earned runs and 58 innings pitched.
Yeah, she's a pretty good little pitcher.
It's hard to do that in softball. I feel like you see a lot more runs scored in a softball game versus a baseball game.
Sitting here watching Blevins throw it here. She's got some gas, as Kevin Jones likes to say.
Got some gas.
Some gas. She throws it hard.
Well, her stats can back that up, too.
Yeah, what was it?
She has a 1.27 ERA in 22 innings pitched
That's
and 35 strikeouts.
He jumped on that one, and for Chase, that's going to be his 4th home run.
and Chase Priest from Johnson Central just went yard over here on the baseball field.
For anybody keeping up with him, I mean, I think that might have been his 4th home run of the season for him.
Yeah, I think that's what I heard him say. And, you know, that young man had an awesome season on the football field. Hadn't played like since 7th or 8th grade.
Oh, did he
Came
play
in and
football this
played D end and was absolutely a tear.
See, I didn't know he played football this year.
He did. And I had a great year. A tear he was. All right, here we go. We're ready.
Leading off for Pike Central, number
Blevins
44.
on the
Kylie
mound.
Compton.
Kylie Compton be the first batter of the game.
Central, they're out in the lead 2-0 here in the top of the 1st inning over Lawrence County. That one hit up in the air to right field. Meadows will find it and
Blevins
will make the catch.
rocks back.
Out.
First pitch of the game. Be called ball away.
They come up with 2 runs on 2 hits.
Got to get them first pitch jitters out right there.
Oh, yeah.
By Mr. Chase Priest. And as we head to the bottom of the 1st, Johnson Central 2, Lawrence County nothing.
Settles in right there. That won't be called strike.
One ball, one strike. Blevins. Right down the middle. Going to be fouled back by Compton. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
One, 2 count on her.
And Compton going to foul this one back.
Blues return
Out of
all
play.
foul balls to the concession stand. They've got a good treat for you if you do.
Looks like they're keeping the tradition going today.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to get these balls off this net here. Go get us a treat. We need to get us
I'll stand on your shoulders.
yeah, there you go. And going to be called strike 3. Got her looking. And that was a nasty pitch. It looked like a curveball from up here. I don't know if they throw curveballs in softball, but that looked like a curveball.
We saw a lot of something
It was-
yesterday. It was moving a lot yesterday.
Welcome back to Stonecrest.
Now batting number 14.
Oh, that
Ashland.
ball moved a ton,
It
didn't
did.
it? And this is Ashland Stepp, the pitcher. She steps in. 0-1.
Be the sophomore shortstop, number 2.
Top of the 1st inning here.
Will be the single left fielder.
Pike Central, Lawrence County.
In the 3 spot, the junior first baseman, number 12.
Blevins
Batting number 4, the senior pitcher,
with the pitch.
Braxton Davis. Batting number 5,
Strike 2.
She's filling up the zone early.
Yeah, she didn't take long to find her groove, has she?
Nope.
7th, the 8th grader.
And like you said, she had, what, 55 or 35 strikeouts?
Yeah,
to
35
2 walks?
strikeouts.
To 2 walks.
Yep, 2 walks.
And struck her out.
Number 5, Alex Meadows.
That tells me she don't throw a whole lot of balls.
No, she
Batting
definitely
for Pike
does.
Central, number 17, Bradley Williamson.
And I'd say that strikeout number's a lot higher because since we don't have the stats for their Ripken experience they played in.
Right. There's 4 games that doesn't have any stats, all right?
Yep, 4.
Darryl with 15 runs. Top
Riley Williamson, hind catcher up the bat. Swung and missed.
15 stolen bases, so a definite
And
nice.
Blevins, I mean, we talked about her. She was one of our players to watch, but here in this 1st inning, she looks a little bit different, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah.
She really does.
Chase that one up out of the zone. 2-2 the count.
Blevins
Over left field.
with the pitch and going to be popped up, and the catcher comes out, can't handle it, and that's going to be
Oh, that's fair ball.
fair ball because it hit her glove, right?
Yep.
Priest might have slipped
So Millie Simmons come out from behind the plate to try to catch it and dropped it. So
Confusing little
yeah,
situation right there.
yeah, it was. Williamson going to be on base on an error.
Foul back to the screen right in front of us. The senior Chase Priest. This is his 5th game, his 3rd start, 14.2 innings of work.
This is Emma Prater up the bat, right fielder. Prater fouls this one straight back.
They're going to be giving out a lot of treats today. We've seen a ton of foul balls already.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, Levin's throwing it really hard. I'd say it's hard to catch up with.
No doubt about it.
We talked about it last night. That's not a whole lot of distance to. Runner goes. Salmons throws it down to second to Basin. Not in time.
And like we talked about pregame too, we expected Pike Central to be aggressive on the bases. I think they said that they were 22 out of 24 for their stolen base attempts.
Lawrence County was 14 and 14, so both these teams like to run. And swing going to miss, strike 2.
12 hits, 8 runs batted in, 3 doubles, and 1 home run. He's also walked 5 times on the season. Central playing a double.
And Blevins got a lot of pre-pitch movement, like she rocks, twist, and I don't know how that affects seeing the ball coming out. Going to be hit down the right field line at Tommy Coppage. It'll stay in play, but long strike. Well, long foul ball.
Yep.
2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the first.
We've only seen 2 softball games so far in this 2A, but we've seen a lot of velocity from these pitchers so far.
They throw it hard. Oh, good hit in between the second baseman and first baseman. Going to roll all the way to the fence in right field. Williamson's going to score, and
says she's safe at third.
Emma Prater with a triple. Wow. And once again, there you see the base running of Williamson paying off.
Kennedy, Hamilton.
Make it 1-0, Pike Central. That's going to bring up shortstop Kennedy Hamilton. Strike 1. But Williamson stole second there, and that probably got her to home, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been close, but long way to go from first to home.
Yeah, being able to move runners like that, I mean, it plays a big role in any sport like that.
No. Well, like I said, that Pike Central done a good job up there the other night of trying to manufacture runs when there really wasn't a whole lot there.
They're off to a good start tonight, so they might not even need those base runners by the look of it.
This one going to be hit into left field. Smith coming up after it, going to be fair.
Yep, fair ball.
So Hamilton with a single to left and RBI.
Next up for Pike Central, number 4, Kinley Crum.
Pike Central's acknowledged that Blevins is attacking the strike zone, and they're taking advantage of it.
Absolutely, letting the bats go. That's going to bring up second baseman Kinley Crum. And that was just a short looper to left field. Smith couldn't get there in time. Runner goes. Throw down to second by Salmons, not in time. The second stolen base of the game for Pike Central. Blevins with a pitch. Crum fouls it back. 0-2 or 1-2? 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Pike Central 2 runs here in the first. Blevins with a pitch and going to be hit foul down the right field side, out of play, over onto the other field. There's somebody a free treat.
Yep.
Blevins with a pitch. Hit right back up the middle. Shortstop Woods comes over, throws over to first, and Porter off the bag, throw to home, not in time. Wow.
Pike Central's came to play early in this game.
2A tournament. It's Pike County Central.
Now batting number 2, Daisy Scott.
0-2 coming up to Davis.
Hamilton scores. That's 3 runs here in the top of the first for the Lady Hawks, and we got a mound meeting by the Lady Bulldogs here as Coach comes out to talk to Blevins a little bit, try to maybe settle her down a touch and talk to her.
To the top of the second, it is Johnson Central 2. It's called a set. And Lawrence County, nothing.
Setter's dump, so that's called.
Oh, a setter's dump, yeah. Darryl McCoy come in and told me what that was called when they faked the set, but then they hit it over. Setter's dump.
Hey, listen, I've been watching volleyball games for 4 years, and I didn't know what it was called either, so don't feel too bad.
Hey, listen, I've learned a lot doing these games, and I enjoy doing the volleyball. I enjoy doing this softball. It's fun to watch.
It is.
Taylor Blevins is a lot like my mother-in-law. They both packed a lot of gas.
She throws it hard. I'll get you killed, I said on there. Here's Blevins, Daisy Scott in the batter's box. Scott with a big cut and a miss. Pike Central, though, 3 runs here early on.
I don't think this was the start Lawrence County was expecting
No,
coming into this
absolutely
game.
not. You know, Blevins, I don't know how many runs she's gave up all year, but it's not a lot. She's got a 1 what ERA?
1.27. She has given up only 4 earned runs the whole season.
Yeah, and I would say one of those would be considered an earned run. The triple, I thought the triple by Prater was a good shot. The other one was probably an error, but
Yep,
runs are runs no matter how you get them.
that's right.
And Scott with a swing and a miss. And finally, Blevins gets out of his first inning, but not before. Pike Central scores 3. We'll be back with bottom of the first action here on the D&D Sports Network. And welcome back here as you get a good look at Ashlyn Stepp on the mound for the Pike Central Lady Hawks here tonight. First up for the Lawrence County Lady Bulldogs is going to be second baseman Brinley
Leading
Baisden.
off for Lawrence County, number 4, Brinley Baisden.
And Pike Central got to be pretty happy with the first inning they had. 3 runs, couple hits, big triple by Prater.
And a strike call. McKenzie backed up, trying to convince the umpire.
Lawrence County leading off with a 8th grader this game.
Brinley Baisden.
Count goes full. 3-2.
Step going to be called ball high.
That one hit down
And you can see the difference in pitchers. Step, not a whole lot of movement. Just straight at you. Here's Baisden, hits it down to third base to Williamson, over to first, got her. Natalie Williamson over to Daisy Scott for the first out of the inning.
Batting for Lawrence County, number 41, Jada Patton.
7 runs, 6 hits, including 2 doubles.
That's going to bring up center fielder Jada Patton.
And 8 runs batted in. 2 down, the first pitch.
Nice job down here on that third baseline by Natalie Williamson.
In time, and it's a 1-2
Patton
inning for Johnson Central.
going to take ball 1.
Golden Eagles still lead it.
Patton coming, well, through the first 4 games that they played, leading her team in RBIs. She came into that game with 9 RBIs.
Okay. So she's got a pretty good bat.
Yep, batting .467.
Step with a pitch. Patton takes. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a pitch by Step. Patton, ball 2.
It looks like she has a lot of movement in her pitches. It looks like everything's kind of going over
Yeah,
to the
well,
her left.
like I said, we watched her pitch against Breathitt County, and she pitched a really good game. Couple errors bit her, and she gave up a home run. Here's Patton with a line drive over the head of Kennedy Hamilton, and she'll get herself on first base.
Next up for Lawrence County, number 33, Emmeline Gitz.
Shortstop made a pretty good play. It just it hit her glove, actually. Just couldn't get high enough in the air for it.
Yeah, that was a tough one to get to. She smoked that one.
This is Emmeline Kitts, right fielder. Big cut at it, swing and a miss.
See if we'll see any movement over here on the bases.
Step with a pitch, and Patton going. Foul back. Patton will have to walk back to first base.
Leading off for Lawrence
No
County,
balls,
number
2 strikes.
Owen Pack.
Scott Rattler back here at Stonecrest.
Step settles in.
We go to the bottom of the second. 2-0.
Here's the pitch. Going to be high. Throw down to second. Not in time. Good throw there by Williamson. Just not in time. Briley Williamson. We watched her the other night, and she's a really good hind catcher for Pike Central.
Yeah, that looked like a great throw right there.
Owen Pack, he is a senior, hitting 276
Lawrence County keeps their
on the year, 8 hits,
perfect stolen base
2 doubles and 4 walks. That's
record going.
And Patton trying to bait Williamson in to throw him one there, but she, like I said the other night, she done a really good job behind the plate.
Owen Pack, Grant Cochran, and Max Murray.
Looks like the sun must be shining in on them. There's multiple of them trying to
Yeah.
shield it out of their eyes.
Kit settles back in. Step with a pitch. Kit's going to hit a little blooper to second base. That is Kinley Crum over to Daisy Scott. Out number 2 of the evening. No.
She was safe.
Oh, wow. I thought they threw it over at her.
Batting for Lawrence County, number 3.
How did she get on?
Blevins.
So, yeah, beat the throw out. That's what we were talking about earlier. You get them hits in the infield. I mean, they're all bang-bang plays. You don't have time to waste.
Like you said, I thought for sure they had it there in plenty of time.
She was quick.
This brings up Taylor Blevins, the pitcher. Hits it down the third baseline. Foul. And we had Blevins' numbers up there a while ago. Not only a really good pitcher, she's got a good bat as well.
Double, triple, and 8 runs batted in. He fouls that one back to
Leads her. Well, nope, don't lead her team in the batting average. She bats .600. Lexi Crum leads the team with a .615 batting average.
Wow.
got several left.
Step with a pitch. Blevins with a big cut. Williamson's throw goes over the head of second baseman Kinley Crum, and that'll score Jada Patton.
Collins, Alex Ward. Swing and a miss.
So Lawrence County getting on the board here in the bottom of the first.
And 2.
Step with the pitch. Blevins hits it to dead center field and going to go off the fence. She's going to hold at first base, but number 33, Emily Kitts, come around to score. And credit Blevins with a single and RBI.
She hit that one in the perfect spot. I mean, there was a huge gap right there.
Right
Special
center,
pitch
yeah.
for Lawrence County. Number 0, Bailey Blackburn.
You got Bailey Blackburn coming in as a courtesy runner for
Lawrence County,
Blevins.
number 11, Gracie Woods.
That's going to bring up number 11, the designated player, Gracie Woods. Woods going to hit it in the hole between short and third. And that'll put runners on first and second.
That was a perfect hit and run right there. She went to steal off first, and it drew the shortstop in, and she hit it right where the shortstop was standing originally.
Batting for Lawrence County, number 8, Adeline Woods.
That's going to bring up shortstop Alan Woods. Step with a pitch, low and in.
And he does. Swing and a miss. That's going to be 3 strikeouts. That will end the second for Lawrence County. No runs, no hits, no defensive errors, and nobody left on.
Step, rocks back. Here's the pitch. Hit down the left field line, foul.
Both teams have came out hitting the ball exceptionally well so far.
They have in Lawrence County here. Trailing 3-2, got runners on first and second. Woods at the plate, only one out. Step with a pitch. Woods takes. And man, these base runners, I've noticed in softball, they really, really try to bait that catcher.
They do. They faked me out up here.
Yeah. Between just about every pitch, they go halfway. Here's a big hit by Woods, but to center field. Center fielder, that is Kylie Compton, goes back, makes a play. Play at third, not in time. So Woods will move the runners from first to second and third, and that'll bring up Lexi Crum, third baseman. You see Crum.
Bulldogs, number 15, Lexi Crum.
You see Crum was there, had the highest batting average on the team.
Yep, batting .615. With 2 doubles and a triple.
Step with a pitch. Crum takes ball 1. You see Crum there with that big warm-up swing. Not a very big girl, though. Swings really hard. Crum hits it high in the air toward Compton. Compton comes over, gets under, makes the play. Pike Central out of the inning after giving up 2. At the end of 1, it's Pike Central 3, Lawrence County 2. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network.
Hi, Smokey Armstrong, United Motorsports in Belfry. Kick into high gear with great deals on new Honda motorcycles and ATVs. Power through any terrain with savings up to $7,000 on selected Polaris side-by-sides and ATVs. Built for work, built for play, and ready to ride. Get the job done with Kawasaki. New and pre-owned inventory from parts to service and the financing to get you approved. It's all right here. United Motorsports, Belfry.
Folks, if you're in the market for a storage building, garage, barn, or custom structure, there's only one name you need to know. Mountaineer Buildings, conveniently located right outside Chapmanville, West Virginia, with multiple locations across Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio. They are the largest building company in the coalfields for a reason. They've got a huge inventory on lot, unbeatable deals, and waiting for you. Come see us at Mountaineer Buildings.
And welcome back here. As you get a good look at the Mound meeting with pitcher Taylor Blevins. Blevins coming in with a 1.28 ERA, I think.
Natalie Williamson.
Gave up 3 runs in that first inning. Pike Central coming out. Bats rolling.
Pike Central's came out strong, both offensively and defensively.
Natalie Williamson, third baseman for Pike Central, will be first up to bat here at the top of the second inning. Blevins with a pitch, strike 1.
Number 5, Braden Shepard.
Braden led off the game with a base hit into right field. He would later come around to score.
Williamson steps back into the box. Blevins rocks. Here's the pitch. Going to be called a ball low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I always like the way these softball bats look. I feel like every one of them we've seen have been like multicolored like that.
Oh, yeah. You got to have some flair and style, right?
That's right. Look good, play good.
Look good, feel good, play good. That's what to say anyway, isn't it?
Yep.
Johnson Central's first base coach, Ryan starting slow and not happy about that. So very close, but 2 down.
Williamson steps back in. Blevins with a pitch and swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
First pitch is a strike. He had to sacrifice a bunt in his only plate appearance.
There's not many foul ball.
Caleb Callahan.
Blevins rocks, fires, struck her out for her 4th strikeout of the evening.
Perry falls behind.
Batting for Pike Central.
And
number
Blevins
11,
come out and struck the first 2 batters
Rattler.
out, and then it's like Pike Central got a little roll going, and then she struck out the last 2. So
She struck out every out she's recorded so far. But like we talked about, she had a high strikeout number coming into this game, so we knew
Yeah.
she was probably going to get quite a bit.
it's going to bring up left fielder Gracie Ratliff. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
Makes the catch, and that's out. Number 3. So Johnson Central, another 1-2-3 inning after getting 2 runs in the first.
Blevins
They went down in order.
hit Ratliff, going to try to bunt, lay a bunt down, pops it up. Good job there by the third baseman, Lexi Crum, come in and make the catch.
Batting for Pike Central, number 44, Kylie Compton.
That's going to bring up center fielder Kylie Compton. And Pike Central already back around to the top of the order. Compton with a big swing and a miss. You can tell Compton is trying to hit a home run with every swing.
She is.
There's no half swings with her.
As many as she's got, it must be working out for her.
Absolutely. Blevins fires. They call it a strike.
I think they said ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. They got it on the scoreboard. I just can't hardly see it out there.
This net makes it tough to see through.
2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second inning. Compton steps back into the box. Blevins with the pitch, and she'll pop it up toward right field. That is Emily Kitts comes in, makes the catch.
Batting for Lawrence County, number 24, Eli.
No harm in that inning as Lawrence County goes 1-2-3 this time.
Johnson Central leads Lawrence County 2.
We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network. And welcome back here. Did you get a good look at Aaliyah Gillespie, first baseman for the Lawrence County Bulldogs, as she'll lead off here in the bottom of the second inning. Pike Central 3, Lawrence County 2. And Steph lets that one get away from her a little bit. That one kind of looked like it stuck in her hand a minute too long.
It's kind of a slow motion, and then he really brings that arm around. So a little bit of a pause.
No balls, one strike to Gillespie. Steph lays this one up there. Gillespie down the left field line. Ratliff comes in, can't make the catch. And Gillespie with a leadoff single here for Lawrence County to start this second inning.
To the concession stand, please.
Number 5, Ella Smith.
Had to bring up left fielder Ella Smith.
The 0-2 to Meadows from Priest. That one's hit up in the air. I think that one's foul.
Step. I'm like you, Caden. They're all trying to block that glare.
Yep.
1-2. One down here in the bottom of the third.
Gillespie square.
Over Lawrence County.
Smith squares the bunt. Great play by Williamson and throws down to first for the double play. Wow. That's something you don't see very often there. I guess that's a 2-3 double play.
Yep.
About it for Lawrence County, number 4, Brindley Bayston.
Great job there by Briley Smith to come out from behind the plate, made the catch, throw down to first.
Pike Central's came to play. I know I said it earlier, but they really surprised me today. They look good.
They have. That's going to bring up leadoff hitter Brindley Bayston. Bayston grounded out to third base at her first at bat.
He can really bring it on his fastball, but he's very
Step with a pitch. Hit down the left field line and a great catch out there by Gracie Ratliff, who, and it was on her in a hurry. Good job there by Ratliff. As Lawrence County goes down 1-2-3 this inning. Take a quick break here to thank Derek Bowling at Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kemper Furniture, Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance, East Main Street Pharmacy, Made to Crave, locations in Pikeville, Paintsville, and Prestonsburg. And don't forget, Made to Crave now has breakfast at all 3 locations. Whether you're hungry in the morning or at night, hit up Made to Crave. Bruce Walters Ford, Citizens Banks of Kentucky, Dr. Alan Baldwin at Maynard Chiropractic, Willie Crace, State Representative of the 95th District. Willie Crace is a proud supporter of all Floyd County athletes. Want to give a special shout out to Prestonsburg Mayor Rick Hughes for the job that he does up here at Stonecrest Park and for allowing us to come up here and do these games. Crum Funeral Home, United Motorsports, locations in Belfry and Pikeville, Kentucky. Howard Family Pharmacy, Tommy's Auto Sales, Double Quick, Pumps Tires. If you're in a market for new tires, hit them up at Pumps. He'll beat every deal out there. We go into the bottom of the second inning.
Top of the third.
Top of the third inning. Pike Central 3, Lawrence County 2. Step at the plate.
Leading off for Pike Central, number 14, Ashlyn Stepp.
Step struck out her first at bat tonight. Blevins with a pitch. Step hits it down the right field line. Kitts coming over. Can't get to it. Be foul ball. Emily Kitts looked like she got a pretty good jump on that ball and then kind of lost it in the sun.
Yeah, I'd say it's hard to see right now. You can see, like we mentioned, they're having to put their hand right over top of their head to try to keep the sun out a little bit.
Because immediately on the crack of the bat, it looked like she picked it up and then lost it.
Yep.
Blevins with a pitch, fouled straight back by Step.
Coming to the plate for the Golden Eagles is going to be the number 3 hitter, the third baseman, junior.
Leading out for Johnson Central, number 11, Caleb Callahan.
Base hit that went off the pitcher.
Blevins.
First, but the run did come across. So Callahan, Priest,
Rocks back.
Callahan.
Fire, Step, swings and misses.
Number 3
She struck her out. That'll bring up Briley Williamson. Williamson got the run started back in the first inning. She popped one up. The catcher mishandled it, I guess you'd say, and Williamson got to first base, then stole second.
Now batting number 30, Chase Reese.
Looking to see if she can do the same here.
Williamson with a big swing at it. Strike one.
It was a no doubt. That one handcuffed him as they coming inside, and he able to hit that off the end of the bat for a strike.
Blevins with the pitch. Williamson swings, misses, strike two.
Chase Priest.
Blevins is starting to
Yeah, it looks like she's
settle
settling
here.
in, finding her spots. Which she's thrown strikes throughout the first 3 innings here.
Looks like she's starting to paint them a little bit more on the corners,
Yep.
keeping them more off balance.
Team leading 13 runs back.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and that one popped really loud.
It did.
Dandy job on the mound.
I said when you get a pitcher, it really throws it. That glove just sounds a little bit different,
It
doesn't it?
does.
Braxton Davis, that was a nice pitch
Blevins
with a changeup, and you could
fires and struck her out.
Field at the concession stand, please.
So Braxton Davis will look over to the dugout.
And
Now batting number
Taylor
7,
Blevins was 6
Emma
strikeouts
Ryder.
here
That pitch
in the
rolled away and off the glove of the catcher, Darryl. The count 1-2.
game. That's going to bring up Emma Prater. Prater had a triple to right field her last at bat.
So Chase will
RBI. Started that Pike Central
1-2 pitch coming up. Hit up in the air over toward the softball field.
run there in the first inning.
And out of play.
Blevins rocks, fires, and hit back up the middle. Shortstop Woods over to first to Gillespie. And that'll do it as Pike Central goes down 1-2-3. We'll be right back here. You're watching Girls High School Softball on the D&D Sports Network.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank in Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast, it's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
Willie Crace is proud to support all area teams this season and our student athletes in Floyd and Pike counties. Vote Willie Crace for state representative, a voice we can count on for the mountains.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alan Baldwin here at Maynard Chiropractic. For nearly 20 years, Maynard Chiropractic has been the gold standard of chiropractic care in Eastern Kentucky. We have 2 convenient locations in East Point, Kentucky on US 23 on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Tuesday and Thursday in Rock City and Paintsville. So give us a call here at Maynard Chiropractic at 606-886-3737 and schedule your appointment with Better Health today.
Patton.
And you get a good look in at Ashlyn Stepp, pitcher for the Pike Central Lady Hawks, pitching a really good game here thus far.
Yeah, she's done a nice job keeping Lawrence County off balance like we talked about. Lawrence County came in with a really great hitting stats, and she's done a great job preventing them from that so far.
Missy Preston Moore says, come on, Lawrence County, my girl Brayley Triplett, number 9. You got Jada Patton at the plate right now for Lawrence County. Step going to miss inside. Oh, no, he called it a strike.
Yep.
He took forever to call it, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he's kind of confused me a little bit up here. He's got that little slow call to him.
Yeah. I mean, he kind of
Count remains at 1-2.
usually if they don't. And Patton fights that one off down the third base line to Williamson. Williamson over to first and not in time. Infield hit by Patton.
I'd say playing third in softball is such a tough position to play. Not only is it so close, I mean, you just, as soon as you catch it, you've got to get it out of your hand.
Well, the thing is, I mean, unless you got a big arm, if you've got a girl that's fast whatsoever, it's going to be hard to get them thrown out at first.
Yep. To the first baseman in foul territory, his only plate appearance.
You got Emily Kitts up the bat. Kitts had a single her last at bat. Matt, yeah, Patton 2 for 2 now at the plate. Step, rocks back, fires, runner goes. Williamson with the throw down to second, not in time. Good throw by Williamson. Good base running by Patton.
Patton's quick.
Yeah, because that was a really good throw by Riley Williamson.
Yeah, it'll be hard to throw her out.
Kitts looks over into the dugout. Step, still trying to block that sun glare.
Had an earlier start time, so it'll be a little bit later until it goes down for this game.
Big cut there by Kitts down the third baseline, foul. One ball, one strike, no outs. Patton on second. Kitts at the plate with Blevins on deck. Here's the pitch. Called ball away as Patton out here dancing about halfway between second and third, trying to make him throw it. And we saw that last night with Perry Central or Floyd Central. Get them to make that throw down to second. If it's an errant throw, you score a run there.
Yep.
Ball low and in.
Patton took third there on the walk, too.
Absolutely.
Batting for Lawrence County, number 3, Taylor Blevins.
That's going to bring up the pitcher, Taylor Blevins.
Be curious to see if they throw it down here on this steal.
Yeah.
Last time they threw it down, Lawrence County scored a run from it.
Blevins hits it a ton between right and center and back at the wall, nearly caught by right fielder Emma Prater, but Blevins with a big shot. That'll score Patton.
Next up, number 11,
all
Rosie
tied up here.
Woods. Special pinch runner for the pitcher, number 0, Bailey Blackburn.
Got a pinch runner coming in for Blevins. That'll be number 0, Bailey Blackburn. Runners on first and second. That's Blevins' second RBI of the evening. She's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs now. Big cut here by Woods.
Lawrence County, I think they're starting to settle in on both ends of it now. We're starting to see their bats picking up. A lot of people getting on base.
I said it while ago, Step doesn't have a whole lot of pre-pitch movement. It's just like a rock and throw, and some of these girls twist and move. I mean, it's just all and so different as Woods fights one off to the shortstop, safe at first. Bases loaded.
Now batting number 8, Adeline Woods.
Once again, that was just, she fought that one off a little slow roller toward the shortstop and just beat the throw.
Yep.
It's going to bring up Adeline Woods. Woods flew out her last at bat, but did move the runners around. Tied up 3-3 now.
Desperately need an out here if you're Pike Central.
Yeah,
Bases
no
loaded,
out.
No out.
And Lawrence County looks like they're kind of starting to groove right now and starting to pick up on Step's ball.
Yep. Stand. They've got a treat waiting on you.
Baseball score over here. It looks like Johnson Central 2, Lawrence County nothing. If you're interested in that one. Guys, hit that like and share button. Get these numbers up to these young ladies. This softball stuff pretty fun to watch. Step with a pitch. Woods hits it to center field. That's going to score 1. 2 runs going to score. Runner safe at second and third. So Adeline Woods with a double and 2 RBIs on that hit.
Now batting number 15, Lexi Crum.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say Lawrence County's definitely starting to find the rhythm in this game.
Absolutely. And that scored number 0, and I didn't get a name a while ago. I didn't write it down.
0's name was Bailey Blackburn.
Yeah, Bailey Blackburn. She come in as a courtesy runner for Blevins.
Now batting number 12, Brady.
Had to bring up third baseman Lexi Crum. Crum flew out center field her first at bat. So Lawrence County doing some damage here in the bottom of the third. And they've got runners on second and third, already scored 2 runs and no outs here as Crum steps back into the box. Big opportunity for the Lady Bulldogs.
It is indeed.
Step with a pitch. Crum hits it up the middle, snagged by the shortstop over to first, not in time. And once again, just so hard to make that throw from short or third.
It is, and I know you didn't get an out in that play, but the shortstop did a really nice job getting to that one, because if she doesn't, you're probably advancing the runner from second to third right there, but she was able to hold him up.
Yeah, absolutely. Hamilton got to it in plenty of time. It was just a little kind of a dribbler. That's going to bring up Aaliyah Gillespie. Gillespie had a single to left field, her first at bat.
We saw the bait work right there. She faked me out. She went all the way halfway and finally got a throw back down to second, but made it back just in time.
Yeah, they do it every time. And Williamson does a pretty good job coming out of her crouch and standing up and kind of walking them back.
Yep.
One ball, no strikes, no outs. Runners on first and second, and a big cut by Gillespie. Cut strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Gillespie. She steps back in the box. Step with a pitch and Williamson not taking any chances throwing it down to second right now.
No, I don't blame her.
Tammy Stepp says, go Lawrence County. Missy Preston Moore says, come on, Lawrence County, my girl. Braley Triplet, number 9.
He's going to be down at second base.
And this one's going to be low and in the dirt, and both runners going to go. Wood safe at third, Crum safe at second.
Lawrence County, number 10, Braden Stumbo.
Full count right here. This is a big pitch.
Going to be hit high in the air. Hamilton under it, makes the play, and holds the runners where they're at. Nice job there by Kennedy Hamilton.
Now batting for Lawrence County, number 5, Ella Smith.
It's good right there for Pike Central to get an out.
Sure was. That's going to bring up left fielder Ella Smith. Smith flew out. She actually popped out to the hind catcher and hit into a double play her first at bat on a bunt attempt.
Don't see that very often, do you?
No, you sure don't. And she hits one in the gap between first and second. That'll score Woods, scores Crum. Nice job there with the bat by Ella Smith.
Now batting for Lawrence County, number 4, Brinley Baisden.
Really kind of just seeing the same thing as we saw last night. Started off a little bit slow with the bats and then finally picking it up.
Yeah, and that's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Brindley Basin, as Smith going to go. She's going to steal second.
They do get a runner on, but come up with no runs. Still no hits. One Johnson Central defensive error, one left on. After 4 complete, it is Johnson Central 2. Lawrence County.
Here's the pitch. Going to be hit at the third baseman. Williamson over to first, not in time. Smith going to turn. She'll score. Basin will go to third, and she's safe.
Now batting number 41, Jada Patton.
That's going to bring up Jada Patton, and this is her second at-bat of the inning. Patton going to foul it off down the third baseline.
Do they have 1 out or 2 outs this inning?
I thought they had 1, but they've got 2 on the board. I was looking at that just as you said that because I was looking down here.
That's what I have on this one, too.
I only have him for 1 out, but I may be wrong. Darren Stephanie Johnson says, thanks for broadcasting, watching the Lawrence County girls, listening to the Lawrence County boys. Go Dogs.
Yep, they just signaled 1 out.
Well, the boys are down 2-0 right now. If you're interested in that score, Johnson Central's up on them. I can't tell the inning. A pole's blocking my view.
I think we're going into the top of the 5th inning.
So going into the top of the 5th inning. Lawrence County girls up right now 8-3. Big inning here for the Lady Bulldogs. They've scored 6 runs this inning. Still only 1 out with a runner on third. Patton at the plate. Patton hits a line shot down the left field line off the fence. That's going to score Smith. And Patton has a double. So it makes Jada Patton is 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. That'll bring up Emmeline Kitts. That makes it 10.
That's what I had
to 3. Yeah, it's 10. Big hit here by Blevins, right at Ratliff in left field. Misjudges it. Here comes Patton around third. Patton's going to score. That was Emmeline Kitts with a double.
Gracie Woods. Correction. Number 3.
That'll bring up number 3, Taylor Blevins. As Patton a score, that's her 3rd time crossing the plate tonight.
Wow.
Blevins, 2 for 2. Hits it to right field. Prater back there makes the catch. Nice job by Emma Prater.
That's a big out right there. If you're Pike Central, you're really just needing anything you can get right now.
Yeah, you're right. It is. And, you know,
now batting number
Blevins
11, Gracie Woods.
was 2 of 2 going into that at bat and had both hits down the right field line. So she likes going the opposite direction.
Yep.
Had to bring up Gracie Woods. Woods 2 for 2, 2 singles here tonight. Woods hits it off her foot or off the plate. And I think Gracie Woods is the younger sister of Gunner Woods.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. Basketball player. Played for Boyd County this past year. Made it to state tournament. Good basketball player, Gunner was. Step with a pitch. Woods going to take. Williams going to walk. Kitts back.
Ever since that first inning, Braxton Davis, he has really settled down and he's pitched a nice ball game. Swing and a miss. In that first, Davis gave up 2 runs on 2 hits.
Woods Stands in. Here's the pitch. Wood's going to pop it up toward right field. Prater back. She'll make the catch. And finally, Pike Central out of the inning. Lawrence County scores 9 that inning, giving them the 11-3 lead as we head to the top of the fourth. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network. Welcome back here. As you get a good look at my partner in crime here, Caden Allen.
Happy to be here.
Oh, it does a good job, Mr. Allen does. He was the man for Alice Lloyd, right? You called for Alice Lloyd?
I did.
At your time there? That's
commentated both, well, volleyball and then the men and women's games for basketball.
Good experience for you, isn't it?
It was. I was in the marketing work study, and I loved my time there.
You got Kennedy Hamilton, shortstop at the plate for the Lady Hawks. Had a single to left field, her first at bat. Ariana K. Evans says Gracie is a beast on the hardwood too. Devin Runyon said Dogs just got off to a slow start. Well, they got their bats heated up that last inning as they put 9 on the board in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, they're definitely said it multiple times, but they're definitely settled in now. And
yeah. And Blevins looks like she's finally found her groove on the mound.
Yeah, it looks to me like she's starting to throw it a little bit harder than what we were talking about earlier.
And she has it looks like to me she has a low release point, which would, if the quicker it comes out of your hand, the harder it will be maybe to pick up.
She looks like she just has a quick delivery in general.
That's going to be hit foul down the third baseline. Barely foul. Is it?
That one just missed.
Just missed the third baseline.
Stonecrest, on that final play, Caden Literal looked like he stepped on the bat.
As Hamilton steps back in. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs here. Top of the fourth inning. Lawrence County 11, Pike Central 3.
Chase Priest will go back on the
Blevins with a pitch and struck her out.
How many strikeouts does that make her so far?
7. Yeah, she's grooving right now. She's got it going pretty good right now.
7 out of the 10. That's what she's struck out so far. That's pretty impressive.
Up to bat for the Hawks, number 4, Kinley Crump.
Blevins. It's going to be a ball inside. Kinley Crum up the bat. She got on base the last time up on an error. Here's Blevins with a pitch. A swing and a miss by Crum. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
It don't look like it had a lot of movement to it.
Yeah.
Now batting number 8, Max Muriel.
This is going to be called a ball low. And we talked about it before the broadcast. Blevins doesn't throw a whole lot of balls. She doesn't walk many batters. She has 0 walks tonight. Here's a pitch. Going to be hit foul back behind us.
Nothing wrong with that one.
her being able to attack hitters the way she does really makes sense of why she has such a low ERA and things like that. You get runners on base, it's really easy for them to score.
It is. This one going to be hit to right field. Kit's back there going to make the catch. Nice job by Emily Kitt.
Number 24, Eli Cottle.
The balls that Pike Central's made contact with today, I mean, they've hit them hard.
Well, that was a pretty good shot there. Just a really good play by Kitts. Picked it up early and got under it, made the grab. That's going to bring up Daisy Scott, first baseman, the lefty.
It's a fairly high mound. He's not planning very well when he comes from his pitching motion. That one is shallow hit over first base, and that's going to be the first hit of the ball game for the Bulldogs.
Just a tad inside.
I was watching the baseball game. You caught me. I heard the crack of the bat over there, and it's hard not to whip around to look when you hear it.
There's a lot of action going on. A lot of teams up here today.
A lot of stuff happening up here, isn't there?
Nope, that's going to be a pinch hitter.
Blevins with a straight heater there.
Pinch hitting for Lawrence County, number 9.
2 balls, 1 strike. Scott. 0 for 1 for the night. Struck out her first at bat. And Scott going to hit this one foul.
Snag over there by Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Good hands, Coach. Saw him the other night up there at Pike Central. Had a black eye. He got hit in the eye by a softball.
Oh.
He said, man, it looks good now.
Running for Lawrence County, number 10, Braylon Stumble.
Blevins with the pitch and called strike 3. As Scott strikes out for her second time of the evening. We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network.
When it comes to taking care of your prescriptions and providing the local care you need, Howard Family Pharmacy is your home team. Let's meet the starting lineup.
Tiffany Jacobs, Garrett, Eastern Kentucky University.
Stacy Conley, Garrett, University of Kentucky. Jonna Newsom from Martin, Alice Lee College.
And I'm Wes Howard from Hueysville and the University of Kentucky. When it comes to your health, trust a team that knows you the best. Howard Family Pharmacy, the Allen intersection on US 23 and Kentucky Route 80 at Eastern. Come see.
I started at Double Quick as an associate when I was still in high school, and I quickly realized that there was a career in front of me.
Whenever I was a store manager, I graduated college and I expected to leave about a year after graduation. I knew that this was a place that I could continue to grow, I could continue to be challenged both personally and professionally, and that's the reason that I'm still here today.
Start your career today at Double Quick.
Apply at doublequick.com and start your career today.
And welcome back here to Stonecrest Park. You get a good look at the fans braving the cold here on this chilly evening up here at Stonecrest Park. Pike Central 11. Lawrence County 11, Pike Central 3 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Number 8, Adeline Woods.
As Lawrence County with a big 3rd inning here as they scored 9 runs, Caden.
Yeah, I can't let them have another inning like this one or this game will be over.
Step on the mound. Adeline Woods at the plate. Woods had a double to center field. Her last at bat.
Still battling the sun out there, too. It's yet to make its way down. It looks like it really ain't even moved yet.
No. Well, like you said, we started a little earlier tonight than we did the other night.
Yep.
So
I think it was like a 5:35 start time is what time they actually started.
Scott Rattling back here.
There's Woods. 3-0 right now. Step with a pitch and going to be a walk. That'll bring up Lexi Crum. Crum flew out the center, then had an infield single, RBI. And we talked about it. Crum really fast on the bases.
Yep.
So back to the top of the order, Braden Shepard leading things off. He's 1 for 2 in the ball.
Williamson with a quick throw down to first, not in time.
And he also rounded out.
We've seen her make multiple throws, but she's been on target with each of them.
Yeah, she's got a good arm back there behind the plate.
Comes set, pitch. Breaking ball, down low ball.
Crum steps back into the box. Here's Step with the pitch. Crum going to hit it to right field. Prater coming in, makes the grab. And I'll tell you, Emma Prater doing a heck of a job out there in right field tonight for the Hawks.
She is. She's gotten a lot of action. Lawrence County likes to go that opposite field way.
Plant throws in time. Got Shepard by step.
And I'll tell you, good job there, too. The Lady Hawks holding the runner on first, not giving up a base there.
Brings up Braxton Perry.
That'll bring up Aaliyah Gillespie. Gillespie, 1 for 2 on the evening. Step with the pitch, runner goes, throw down to second, going to get by the second baseman. Good job there by Kylie Compton backing it up.
Lawrence County, number 10, Leah Branham.
Braxton Perry will show bunt, bunts through it, and it will be a strike.
That's her second stolen base of the game, too.
Lawrence is, I'd say they probably have 5 stolen bases this game.
Six.
6 stolen bases.
That's what I have them for.
Chop, foul. Down to third. Count will go at
No, I'm sorry, 5. I had to recount there. I have them for 5 stolen bases, but now my stats are real unofficial. I do the best I can with them.
Nice pitch right there.
Yeah, Gillespie watching that one go by. 1 ball.
treat you well up here on top of the mountain.
I can't see that out there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I can't tell if that's a 2 or a 0.
Roller down to the shortstop.
And swung at, going to be foul tipped. This is number 10 batting for Lawrence County. I don't have number 10.
Coming to the plate, number 11, Caleb Callahan.
Can't tell.
Leah Bartram.
Leah Branham.
Or that.
Yep, that was Leah Branham.
Okay. So Leah Branham batting for Gillespie.
Single up the middle and scores a run right there.
I'm trying to see how you spell it. Oh, I see it now. Leah. Thank you, Orlando K. Evans. We found it. They snuck her on there. That's the thing about this softball. And baseball, they put them in without you knowing.
Yep.
We've got Ella Smith, left fielder, at the plate now. Had a single and scored 2 runs, 2 RBIs her last at bat.
Beautiful sunshine here at Stonecrest in Prestonburg. Cool out there. Temperature's probably mid-50s.
Step with a pitch, going to be called ball away.
Hit up the middle and through for a base hit right over the head of Braxton.
Going to be a 3-0 count here.
That is going to be their first hit since the first inning. And now you
Bat number 30.
Because strike 1.
Chase Priest coming to play. He led off his first at bat with a home run to deep left field. He's also been hit by a pitch, so he's officially one.
Her Step with a pitch and going to be hit to left field. Runners advance. Nice job there by Smith. So Lawrence County now with runners on first and second.
Lawrence County's given the Pike Central outfield a lot of action today. You ain't really seen many balls hitting the infield.
No, you haven't.
Now batting number 5, Ella Smith.
If you are on your way here, park at your own risk. It is a baseball field.
You got number 4, Brindley Basin at the plate now for the Lady Dogs. Brindley, 1 for 2 on the evening.
That's going to allow Caleb Callahan to go over to second. He's going to try to stretch it.
And Basin hits this one deep to center field as Compton goes back and makes the catch.
I believe she robbed her of a home run right there.
If it wasn't, it was real close, wasn't it?
It was.
As Kylie Compton doing a good job going back, making a play at the fence.
Correction on the last batter, it was Brindley Baston. Now batting number 41, Jada Patton.
Had to bring up Jada Patton. Patton with a big night. She is 3 for 3, 2 stolen bases, and an RBI right now.
Nice pitch right there. I don't know what that pitch is, but you can tell it's noticeably different than her fastball.
Change-up maybe?
Maybe.
Drop ball, I don't know what you'd call it. Step with a pitch. Called strike 2.
Yes, bottom 4.
Patton waiting patiently. Steps on the rubber. Here's the pitch. Ball away.
That was a ball, but she threw that perfectly where catcher was set up.
Yeah, well, I mean, she might have been, she was ahead, wasn't she, 1 and 2?
I think it was 0-2. So that was a good purpose pitch.
Yeah. Patton, big cut at it, fouls it back off the fence. Over here on the other game, looks like JC is still leading 2-0 going into the bottom of the 6th. Here's Step with a pitch. Patton fouls it back. Good battle here. This at bat by Patton and Step.
Patton's played a great game today.
She has. Like I said, she is 3 for 3 with 2 singles, a double, a RBI, and 2 stolen bases.
Can't get much better than that, can you?
No. She's going to take for ball 2. That score clock's hard to see. That sun's kind of.
I think it might be messed up. Looks like it's showing numbers on every inning.
It does, doesn't it?
Yep.
Patton hits it at the third baseman, and she'll step on the bag. Get Pike Central out of the inning as we go to the top of the 5th. Lawrence County 12, Pike Central 3. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network. And welcome back here. We want to thank Derek Bowling at Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kemper Furniture, Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance, East Main Street Pharmacy, Made to Crave locations in Pikeville, Paintsville, Prestonsburg. Remember, all 3 now have breakfast. Bruce Walters Ford, Citizens Banks of Kentucky, Dr. Alan Baldwin at Maynard Chiropractic, Willie Crease, State Representative in the 95th District. We want to give a special shout out to Mayor of Prestonsburg, Rick Hughes, Crum Funeral Home, United Motorsports, Howard Family Pharmacy, Tommy's Auto Sales, Double Quick, and Punch Tires. Also want to thank Force Automation and Power Sports. Service Center. We appreciate all of our sponsors. You can see them scrolling across the bottom of your screen, top left-hand corner at all times.
Coming in for the Golden Eagles, Carson Powers taking over at third base.
Leading off for Pike Central, number 8, Natalie Williamson.
You got number 8 up to bat for the Lady Hawks, Natalie Williamson.
Took that first pitch for a ball.
Struck out both of her at-bats today.
Lawrence County picking up their first hit in the last inning. They've had 3 runners on base. Strike 3 call on the corner.
Here's Blevins. She rocks back, fires. Called strike.
And the Lawrence County crowd not happy with the home plate umpire. Neither is the Lawrence County coaching staff. Bodie Maynard coming up to the plate. Bodie 0 for 2 in the
Blevins
struck out swinging and flew out to right field.
with a pitch. Swing and a miss
Bounces up to the
by Williamson.
Now batting number 1, Bodie Maynard.
Johnson Central softball.
I wish we had access to her strike to ball ratio.
I ain't kept that many stats.
I'd say it's pretty crazy.
Well, she struck her out for her 8th strikeout of the evening.
Now batting for Pike Central, number 11, Gracie Ratliff.
Correction, 9th strikeout of the evening. Wow. That's going to bring up left fielder Gracie Ratliff. Ratliff flew out to third, her first at bat. Ratliff turns to try to lay down a bunt, gets by her.
Now batting number 12, Brady Cottle.
Pike Central really needs to get some runs this inning.
Yeah, really Lawrence County had the one big inning. Other than that, being pretty well even. Here's Ratliff with a good bunt. Blevins fields it clean over to first. Got her. Nice job there by the pitcher, Taylor Blevins, helping her own calls, right?
Yep.
Now batting number 44, Kylie Compton.
As he fouls that one over the softball field.
You got Kylie Compton up here at the plate right now. And Compton going to pop this one up to right fielder. Emily Kitts. Kitts under, makes the play. 1-2-3 inning for the Lady Dogs. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, it's Lawrence County 12, Pike Central 3. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network. And welcome back here as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning in Lawrence County 12, Pike Central 3. Emily Kitts will be at the plate for the Lady Dogs. Lawrence County needs 1 run here to get the mercy rule over the Lady Hawks.
Yeah, like we had talked about before, it was really just that 1 inning.
1 inning, yeah. They had the big 3rd inning where they scored 9 runs. Step with the pitch. Kit takes. No balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Baseball. Good catch over here by the first baseman as the baseball flies into play.
Big lead over there. And that one's fouled back to the screen.
Step. Steps back on the rubber. Here's the pitch. Big cut there by Kit. Swing and a miss.
Priest comes set, trying to get out of the inning. That one's chopped foul.
Kit is 2 for 2 tonight with a single, a double, and a walk.
2-2 count here. This could be a big out to start the inning for Pike
It sure
Central.
could. And struck her out. Good pitch there by Step. Looked like the old Rise ball. Her first strikeout of the game.
Now batting for Lawrence County, number 3, Taylor Blevins.
She's going to bring up Taylor Blevins. Blevins 2 of 3 on the night. Blevins with a big cut, swing and a miss, strike 1.
A 3-2 count on Davis. And a check, final tip into the mid. And Priest will come back and strike out Davis.
Here's Step as she looks in. The pitch. Blevins with a big shot, gets by the shortstop. Blevins with a single to left.
She got a hold of that one. I mean, that was hit.
She did.
That was hit hard.
Hit real hard.
Special bench runner for Lawrence County, number 0, Bailey Blackburn.
Got a courtesy runner.
Now batting for Lawrence
Bailey
County,
Blackburn, number 0
11,
coming in.
Gracie Woods.
Gracie Woods makes her way to the plate. 2 for 3 on the evening. Here's a pitch. Runner thought about going. Pam Frazier says, come on, Lawrence County. Woods steps back into the box. Step. Rocks back. Fires. Woods takes. Ball high. And the sun finally starting to creep down over the pitcher's mound anyways.
I couldn't imagine trying to pitch the sun right in your eyes. I'd say it makes it a little tough.
I'm sure. Step. Pitch. Runner goes. Ball fouled back on top of the press box. You see the blankets out in full force down here tonight, Caden Allen. People covered up. I would be too.
It's a lot chillier today than it was yesterday.
It sure is. Step with a pitch. Woods going to hit it foul down the right field.
Please return
Out
all
of bounds.
foul balls to the concession stand. They got a treat waiting on you when you do.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Lawrence County's been real disciplined at the plate today. I mean, like you said, only struck out once in this game. And they don't swing at any balls. You don't.
No. And runner goes as another stolen base for the Lawrence County Bulldogs.
Leading off for Johnson Central, number 30, Chase Reese.
Stonecrest and Prestonsburg.
Her step with a pitch. Going to be a strike. Gets away from the catcher, throws down to first, and she's safe. Wow. And it was a close play, but catcher dropped it on the third strike.
Yep. And that'll advance the runner from second to third. And if this runner crosses right here, that'll be a mercy for Lawrence County.
Yeah, I mean, Woods still second. Runners on second and third, one out. You got Adeline Woods at the plate. A sac fly, struck out back in the second, had a double to center field in the third.
Now batting number 15, Lexi.
Looks like I want to see an intentional walk right there.
They walk Woods.
That's a smart call. Try to get it to where there's a force at any base right here.
The only bad thing is now if you walk a batter, you walk a run in to end the game, right?
Yeah, looks like they're.
And this is Lexi Crum hits one to center field, and it is gone, and she hits the grand slam home run walk-off. Wow. Lexi Crum with a walk-off grand slam. Imagine that. Lexi Crum with a big bat here in the bottom of the fifth to end this one. Fireworks by Lawrence County to end this game.
Yeah, that's the best way to go out right there if you're Lawrence County. Now you can carry that momentum right there into the championship game.
Absolutely, and to hit a walk-off grand slam, though, and jumped all over it. I mean, big bat there by Crum. Lawrence County's going to win this one 15-3. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with your double quick player of the game right here on the D&D Sports Network. And welcome back here as Lawrence County, once again, 15, Pike Central 3, or I'm sorry, 16-3, right?
Yep,
16-3. My math wasn't right there. But anyway, let's take a look. You had Taylor Blevins, the winning pitcher, had 9 strikeouts, only allowed 2 hits through 5 innings work. Great performance by her on the mound. Jada Patton, big night for her. She went 3 for 4 on the evening with a double, 2 singles, had 2 RBIs and 2 stolen bases. But your double quick player of the game is going to be Miss Lexi Crum. Crum, who just hit a monster grand slam, walk-off grand slam to end this one and give Lawrence County the mercy rule over Pike Central, winning this one, going away 16-3. Congratulations to them as they earned the right to move on to play the winner of the next game between Johnson Central and Perry Central, which we'll have right here on the D&D Sports Network. Lawrence County advances to the championship game. Once again, they will play the winner of Perry Central and Johnson Central, which we will have up next. We're going to jump out. We'll be back on a new stream here in just a few minutes.